Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here among those who care deeply about where Kalgoorlie-Boulder is heading, our businesses, our investors, our community leaders, all building our future. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians on the land in which we meet here today and pay my respects to elders past and present. To the Kalgoorlie-Boulder Chamber of Commerce and Industry, thank you for bringing us together for this vital checkpoint for our region. Today, my opening address is about leadership. It's about action, and it's about setting the pace for what's next. We're not waiting for change to come to Kalgoorlie-Boulder, we're in fact leading it. Because we are a city that does not stand still and we move forward together. Our city has recently endorsed our 10-year strategic community plan back in July. This gives us a clear blueprint for what's ahead. Building connected, inclusive neighbourhoods where belonging is real. Activating a vibrant local economy that attracts skills and investment, delivering infrastructure that's fit for our next generation, and strengthening our organisation with confidence and capability. We're investing, planning and partnering for a stronger, smarter, more sustainable city. And what are our focus areas? FIFO, no particular order. Across Australia, mining regions suffer from FIFO worker inputs. Some say suffer, some say a complement. These FIFO workers sustain local economies, but their contribution isn't always reflected in official statistics. That means cities like ours carry the infrastructure and the service load without the funding to match. That's why we're leading the national conversation on FIFO population accountability. Through the Australian Mining Cities Alliance, we are advocating for data and census models that better reflect the populations that we serve. Our key mining jurisdictions across Australia, being led by the City of Kalgoorlie-Boulder, also ask mining companies for transparency, honesty and engagement when dealing with our local communities. We're advocating for more land, faster approvals and smarter infrastructure investment when it comes to housing and infrastructure in our communities. Because a growing city needs room to breathe. And this week alone I've been informed we only have around 40 houses for sale here in our city. That is a staggering amount. Our future depends on families, workers and investor confidence, proving Kalgoorlie-Boulder is a place where they can build and belong. Safety and amenity is the number one issue for our community. Community safety and pride go hand in hand, and a city that feels safe is a city that thrives. We continue to work with WA Police, local services and providers to deliver cleaner, safer and more inviting public spaces, from the city centre to our neighbourhood parks. We are collaborating for positive outcomes for our community, taking accountability for wanting change, not just expecting it. We're firing up the heart of Kalgoorlie-Boulder with events, partnerships and places that bring Kalgoorlie-Boulder people together, because activation fuels confidence and confidence attracts investment. It's about creating energy that lasts beyond a single weekend and keeping our economy and community alive all year round. Kalgoorlie-Boulder is a changing place and the numbers prove it. We've got more families that are staying, we've got more students that are graduating locally and business investment is growing. Alongside our education, health and service sectors thriving, we're supported by local institutions that believe in long-term potential here in the city. Curtin's WA School of Mines continues to rank among the best in the world, and Central Regional TAFE was named WA Training Provider of the Year. That means our young people can go from school to training to work without ever leaving Kalgoorlie-Boulder. Our future is broader, bolder and more diverse. We're home to over 7,000 businesses. Local spending keeps 74 cents of every dollar right here in our economy, and Aboriginal businesses contribute over $30 million annually. We're planning beyond the next boom and we're turning our attention to innovation and enterprise that can secure long-term prosperity to deliver resilience and growth. As I wrap up this morning, we stand at a turning point. A chance to lead, to redefine what regional strength looks like. And looking in this room today, clearly you've got that message as well. Leadership isn't about wanting an opportunity to arrive, it's about making sure that that opportunity finds us ready. Kalgoorlie-Boulder was built by those who showed up, who dug deep and who stayed the course. It's our role to do the same, to lead with clarity, courage and conviction. We're not asking what's down the track, we're on it and we're laying it. One final note for those men who are in the room, just a side little note. There's a morning tea next week to bring business and community leaders together around leadership, respect and preventing family and domestic violence. It's 10 a.m. on Tuesday at the Men's Shed. I think it's a pivotal opportunity today to get that message out into our community in regards to that from the leaders that are in the room. Enjoy the conference. Congratulations on 25 years to the Kalgoorlie-Boulder Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and thank you for not ringing the bell. Thanks for everybody.
I'm Lui Camporeale, Director of Engineering with the City. I came to the City 23 years ago for a job down at the Works Depot with, like most, a 2-year plan. And 23 years later, I'm still here. I'm still talking about roads, I'm still talking about parks, I'm still talking about sustainability. Kalgoorlie is an amazing place to make things happen, but it's also an amazing place to live, to work and to play. And I'm extremely lucky to work for the City, and I'm probably a little bit unlucky to be dobbed in to talk today, but extremely lucky to work at the City and make things happen for a place that we all live, work and play, and our families get to grow up in. So, before I talk about what's ahead, I want to talk about how we get there. Everything we do at the City is informed by the community who lives and works here. We see ourselves as a conduit between the community at all levels of government and industry, listening, supporting and advocating for what matters most. Under the direction of our Mayor and Councillors, the leadership of our CEO, Andrew Bryan, and alongside my colleagues across the organisation, we make sure the work we do is shaped by what the community tells us. We don't just do things, we work in partnerships. So the projects we deliver genuinely reflect local priorities and aspirations. And when you've lived here long enough, you come to appreciate a little bit about the intricacies of our city. So having a look at our roads, and we all know that, or most of us know, they were built the way they were built years ago so they could turn around the camel trains. But for my team, they cause a problem. They cause a considerable amount of work. And so the City 3 years ago made a commitment to improve this. And so in the last 3 years, with over 20 million spent each year, we've upgraded or maintained 60% of our roads. And going forward, with continued effort after this year, we hope to be about 74%, and over the next 3 years making that commitment to continue on with upgrading and maintaining our roads. Also, this legacy also means that with the width, our network needs extra care and investment, and we're prepared to do that. Over the next few years, we're continuing the extensive renewal program across key roads and footpaths, not just maintaining what's there, but future-proofing how we move around the city. Because good roads don't just connect places, they connect people, neighbourhoods and opportunity. The water bank is another story unique to Kalgoorlie-Boulder. It's a project that captures, stores and reuses recycled water to keep our parks, ovals and public spaces green. It's also about resilience and sustainability, using smart, forward-thinking solutions to make sure our community infrastructure thrives even in dry conditions. And it's a great example of what happens when the city, government and industry work together for long-term environmental benefit. As this project progresses, it will strengthen our city's water security and help us manage growth in a way that protects what we all value most, our livability. And you'll see just around the corner, soon, we'll see a new multi-purpose community pavilion. It's a space that's designed for everyone, from large-scale conferences and exhibitions to local markets, sports and community celebrations. It will be a shared space that supports major events like Diggers and Dealers, but just as importantly, it will give residents a versatile all-weather venue for use throughout the year. This is about creating spaces that bring people together and showcases Kalgoorlie-Boulder as a confident, connected regional city. Across all our projects, from precinct planning and the airport master plan to local infrastructure and open space upgrades, our goal is alignment. Bringing years of planning into one coordinated vision that connects our regional gateways, Kalgoorlie and Boulder CBDs and the airport. That's what drives our new City Activation Working Group, a citywide initiative that will bring together all the pieces, economic, social, cultural and First Nation priorities woven into one cohesive plan. This work was driven by the city's strong advocacy to the federal government for the support, to the federal government for support. And we're proud to have secured funding of more than $2 million to make it happen. The program focuses on 3 key areas: Hannon Street, Burt Street and the Kalgoorlie-Boulder Airport, creating investment-ready precincts with strong partnerships and clear priorities for the future. It brings together the best of what's been planned and turns it into something practical and connected, making a more vibrant Kalgoorlie-Boulder. Our airport remains one of the busiest regional airports in WA and a true gateway for businesses, travel and tourism. With a clear master plan in place, we're preparing for the next generation of growth, modernising facilities, improving the passenger experience and ensuring this vital gateway continues to serve our region for decades to come. You may have seen recently that we've been doing some apron upgrades at the airport. That's the first step into some major upgrades coming up at the airport. The Goldfields Oasis Recreation Centre has been around for as long as what's down the track, 25 years. It's where families spend weekends, our kids learn to swim and community life comes together. We've successfully secured federal government funding to support the next stage of redevelopment, and following a detailed feasibility and master planning process, we're now moving into the design phase for the new 50-metre outdoor pool and upgraded leisure spaces. The aim is to have the outdoor pool in place by mid-2027. These improvements will ensure the Oasis continues to meet the community needs and remains one of the region's most valued and sustainable community hubs for years to come. And Kalgoorlie-Boulder is a place of progress, a city that gets things done. We don't wait for change to come to us, we build it together. What makes this place special is the way our community, industry and city work side by side. While many regions wait for others to take the lead, here we make things happen because we understand that our success is shared. I spent a week last week with 130 local governments in Perth, and most of the Perth local governments are sitting there waiting for the state and for the federal governments to give them money. We're a little bit different in Kalgoorlie, where we actually make things happen with our partners beside us. And this is the same here, and this is where you all come in. We need your partnership, your ideas, and your belief in what Kalgoorlie-Boulder can be, because progress here doesn't happen alone, it happens when we move forward together. So with your partnership, we can continue to grow Kalgoorlie-Boulder that is a strong, innovative and prosperous for generations to come, because the legacy of this city isn't just what's been mined from the ground, it's what we've built above it